Hey, what's going on YouTube? Hiker Dave here. How are ya? Thanks for coming by. I want to talk about something that is a little strange. I was listening to Impossible Visits. He came out with a new video. He's promoting, he wants people to contact him if they have had experiences with Sasquatch. And he touches upon a subject that kind of here in the Western culture that we don't really kind of subscribe to the thought of telepathy, mental telepathy, and being able to communicate with one another just using your mind. Now stay with me, don't click off the video yet, because I know you're tempted. You know, in other cultures other than ours, holistic medicine and stuff like that, I believe that telepathy and the power of the brain is kind of more accepted than we accept here in this country. And studies have been done on severely autistic children that are able to say a parent is in one room holding up a flashcard and with a number on it, and the child is in another room. That child can tell you what the number is or what the word is on a card. So it is kind of scientifically, they do studies on it for sure. And it's interesting how Mr. Noel kind of correlates Sasquatch possibly having autistic tendencies, and then with these autistic children being able to use a special capability that they may possess to be able to unlock parts of their mind that we possess but we don't use. So I think it's a really interesting idea, and I've said before that I keep my mind open to everything, and then I kind of make my theories or my decision at least after taking in that information. So I think as a community that we're interested in Sasquatch, that we should at least entertain the idea. You know, it kind of, I guess, can go hand in hand with the woo, Bigfoot being able to project feelings onto people. I am behind that. I believe that they can project fear or make you leave an area. It's happened to me before where I suddenly felt an overwhelming fear and I left the area. I left the woods entirely. So I think that if you can't at least give it a chance, the idea that there's a possibility that there is a way that Sasquatch can at least communicate with one another telepathically, then I think you're being a little closed-minded. At least think about it and don't laugh it off anyways. It's really, really strange out here today. Foggy, it's New England weather, I'll tell you. If you don't like it, just wait a minute. It's just this really strange, eerie feeling out here today. I didn't have a lot of time today, so I really kind of rushed to an area I like to hike. And I wanted to bring up this subject with you guys of the possibility that there may be something to mind speak, I guess is what I'm going to call it. That maybe that there's a possibility, you guys. I mean, I know that it's really out there. The whole concept of mind reading and is just, it's black magic or whatever you want to call it. that it's some kind of trickery, that people can't really read minds, that it's impossible. But I think, you know, my honest opinion on it, on telepathy or mind speak, I'll admit to you that I'm not there. I can't see how that's possible. But I think that our brain is capable of so much more than we can imagine. You know, it's kind of reminds me of a story. I know that it's a little off topic, but a story of a car falling on a mechanic. And there was someone there, and this guy by himself was able to lift part of the car up, and the guy was able to roll out from under the car. Sort of a spurt of superhuman strength, kind of, right? So to kind of go back to this mind speak theory, you know, who would ever think that a person would have the strength to do something like that? But when adrenaline kicks in like that, I think that you're capable of doing a lot more than you ever thought you could. And so with this mind speak type thing, or woo, I guess that we could call it that as well. I mean, think about it. You know, it's worth at least exploring, you know, a little anyways. All right, you guys, thanks for coming by and hanging out for a couple of minutes. I appreciate it. And I will definitely see you guys on the next one.